Tony. As some of you may or may not know, this past week was Fashion Week, which was from the 6th to the 13th. This past one was the Fall Winter 2014 show. And I love Fashion Week. It's one of my favorite weeks throughout the year because, of course, I love fashion, and I also just love to see what the designers are coming with for the different seasons. Whenever I watch Fashion Week, I usually take notes. I legitimately take notes. So I have a couple of designers to discuss with y'all. I want to tell y'all some of my favorite things that I saw at their shows and some different colors, fabric silhouettes. I just want to talk with y'all about. Very favorite first one is Betsey Johnson, and she's my favorite designer ever. Betsey Johnson is really known for her wild, bright colors, feathers and sequins and glitter. She's just really out there as far as her designs go. She's not afraid to be loud. Betsey Johnson is never subtle, which is what I like about her. She's just really visionary. Like, Betsey Johnson has been around since the 60s, so she's a real fashion pioneer. She was in my fashion history book. I actually have a Betsey bag right here, which I didn't do for the purpose of the video. This sits in my room all the time on my dress form. So, I love Betsey. And that's not the only Betsey thing that I have. She did neon pinks, chartreuse. She did other colors too, but that's one of the main two of the main colors that I saw. She also did some knee highs, which she paired with mini dresses, which most of them were lace. She also did pop art floral, because she's known for her pop art prints, which you've all probably seen the Betsey Johnson Marilyn Monroe Warhol print. She also did furry vests, which were in bright colors. My favorite was the pink sequin jacket. It was really pretty. Oh my gosh, I love that jacket. She also did a black sweetheart neckline dress too, and I love the volume that she gets in her skirts. The last dress was a fishtail. It was a red fishtail gown. It was the showstopper, so it was the very last dress of the show. I really like that because I love a good fishtail. And then there's a gold dress with godets, and I really like that gold dress too because I like the godets on it. And godets are just at the hem. They'll cut a slit up, and then they'll put fabric in that, so it just adds volume at the hem of whatever garment that you're making. And the sequin boy shorts at the end. So after the main models went off the runway, a couple of other models, and they came out, and I think they were wearing pink top. Were they wearing pink tops? But anyway, they had on black sequin boy shorts, and I thought those were really cute. And for the hair, I saw a lot of big hair, but she also had beanies on some of her models. And then they had bright pink lips. She did chunky jewelry, and all her bags are fun as usual. She has the best purses ever. My favorite types of purses are Betsey Johnson. Oh, and my last favorite for the Betsey Johnson show were the really handsome firemen that came out at the end. Who doesn't love them, right? My next designer is Layla Rose. I loved everything that she put out on the runway. She has very feminine silhouettes, things that are almost, they have a classic silhouette, but you can also still wear them modern day. So I like the diversity, well, the versatility of her clothing. It's just very ladylike, almost Jackie O-esque. Jackie O meets the 21st century, so it's still classic, but also a little modern edge to it. So she did metallic fabric, and she has some pop flowers, so metallic flowers, print dresses and tops. I liked her black and white pantsuit. Oh my goodness, her pantsuit's really nice. The pants were made impeccably, I must say. And I liked the way that she had all the models' hair done. It was back in the double French braid, and then it was either pinned or it was a little chignon at the back. It was really simple, and it didn't take away from the clothing. The way that it was presented, it brought the clothing more to life. I also liked the green coat. I think it was this is the second look. Then there's the feathered ombre dress. I loved her use of feathers because it wasn't out there to where you're thinking, oh, that doesn't look good. It was a very feminine and a very tasteful way that she used the feathers in her designs, especially in the ombre dress. She had some flower appliques on certain dresses. She had lace. It was nicely done. Everything was done very tastefully. And the last dress that was one of my favorites was, it was off the shoulder. It had a Bertha collar. It was off the shoulder, and it kind of dipped a little into a V. It was a black dress, but then it had almost a hoop over skirt. It was towards the end of the show. Mara Hoffman, the vibe I got from her line was bohemian, but it was also sophisticated. I liked her Moroccan and Turkish print. I couldn't decide which one it really was, but it was really interesting print. I like the beaded, sequined elements. She had these dresses that were striped in different colors, but they had the beading on the stripes, and they had cutouts. She used a lot of neutrals, blacks, blues, and off-white. My favorite pieces from her show were the blue geographic jacket and pants set, and also her black and white maxi, and then it had the long black and white top to go with it, and then she also had kind of this veil that went over the entire thing. I thought it was a nice look. Monique Lhuillier. I love Monique Lhuillier. I love all her wedding dresses. She used, I saw some black, white, and red, and she had pink, cream, and florals. She used lace, beading. She belted a lot of the waist. Crew neckline, bateau neckline, sweetheart necklines. She did a couple of drop waist dresses, had some mesh inserts. And my favorite pieces from Monique Lhuillier were the black and white sweetheart neckline gown, and then the strapless floral gown. I really love that one. I don't remember what number they were on the runway, but you can definitely go and check out the website to see all these. I really loved the capes from that collection. There was a short blue cape and then a long red cape. They had the eyelet design on the capes, and then the beaded black halter gown. I love the embroidery on that gown. I love the beading on their gowns. And then he also used some metallic fabric. My favorite was the black iridescent gown. It was black, but then it also looked, it was iridescent, so it looked green as well as gold. So it looked to be a couple of different colors, but it was really nice. Black strapless beaded bodice, sweetheart neckline. I loved how intricate the beading was on that gown. Diane von Furstenberg is another one of my top fashion designers. She used cobalt, black, and rust. My favorites from her were the cobalt jumpsuit. I love, oh my goodness, that's such a beautiful jumpsuit, and I love the color. It's so bright and it's bold. It just grabs you, but it just, then there's the cobalt shift in the over jacket. I love that she had jackets to go with her dresses. I don't know, I love a good jacket. It just reminded me of 50s where there was always jackets that went with the dresses. Carolina Herrera. She used a lot of black, white, cobalt, and red. So I liked Carolina Herrera's geometric prints. They're really nice and really, it was subtle. It wasn't too much of a print. And all her models, they have these high buns and well, kind of like this. They have really high buns, and then they have these bright earrings. Well, they weren't bright, they were also red. They kind of looked feathered. I couldn't exactly tell what they were made of, but they were really nice dangly earrings. My favorite from Carolina Herrera's collections were the blue geometric gown, and it had short bell sleeves. Then there's the orange and brown fur coat that was with some orange pants, I believe. I love just the look of the fur. I only liked one thing from the J. Crew line. It was the gray drop waist dress. It was made very nicely. So that's something I liked from them. Fabily Mishka. I really loved their use of blush, and they used blush, blue, and black in majority of their pieces. I loved their golden blush embellished gown. That gown was gorgeous. Then there was a tweed plaid dress. It was a full silhouette, but then it had the bateau neckline. It's something that could be really wearable and not just runway. So I definitely enjoyed their collection, how elegant and classy it was without being overdone. Because that's something that you can run into as a designer. When either you can hit the mark or you can just be way out in right field. So I love that these designers, that they balance a lot of their ideas so that they all came out really beautiful. That is the end of my Fashion Week video. Again, I love Fashion Week, and I encourage you all to watch Fashion Week. You can get a lot of inspiration. If you want to see all the looks from the past Fashion Week, you can go to mercedes-benzfashionweek.com. I think it's MBFW. I'll put all the links below, and you can go and watch all the runway videos as well as look at each individual look in the picture form. If y'all watch it, please tweet me at @BelleTony on Twitter and tell me that y'all watch it, or comment below in the video. And also, if you did watch Fashion Week, definitely comment down and tell me who your favorite designer was and which line was your favorite, because I would really like to know. Thank y'all for watching, and see y'all in another video. Bye!